going and doing the right thing. Because that's the, and so many of the children that are left behind, it's a tragedy when, with a little bit of help, a little bit of mentoring, God knows where.
Oh yeah.
Where they can go.
Yeah.
And with on CareCircle.net as we're trying to help instill in anyone, that you can be a social entrepreneur, that one person can make a difference. You can make a change, and it can be positive. It doesn't have to be for that almighty dollar. There are many things. We all see problems in the world. CareCircle.net is your personal way of making a difference.
And of course, I'm looking to have an extension of what you have up there here in New London, and I want people to see this and get a good explanation of what's going on and what you're doing. And one of the ways is we did the filming up there, and we put a little bit together, but it didn't take a lot of room. Like you do the magic room.
The magic room,
which is I was going to show. I don't know if we ran over or that continued. We've got about 4 more minutes on that tape, I hope. If we play that, and we can talk over that. If Joe, if we got any more of that tape there, well, here's the magic room right there.
That is our refurbishing room.
Refurbishing room, right?
Right.
Right. Of course, we can't hear it, but I know what I'm saying. I'm talking about how small that is, but you don't need much to do the big job that you're doing.
Like you said, we gave out more than 270 computers last year. This year we're going at a little bit slower pace. The donations have slowed down. So we're always looking for workable, usable computers to refurbish and get back out.
I know I can't hear that, but I bet you that's exactly what we're saying there too.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right.
That's a great shirt, by the way. Sorry.
Need that type of thing, and this is the kind of thing I'm trying to tell people. You do not need tons of space. You just need to use it wisely.
Right. Well, this is like a 12 by 12 room.
I know, and it's the magic room. See, right?
It is. It is where all the magic happens, and like I said, we have more than 275 computers went out last year in 2008. We have more than 770 hours of volunteer time given to this program to make
it work.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fabulous. That's really good. Good. Yeah. And again, look at there's a little minimalist space and such a big job that can be done. When you're together and you know what you're going to do and you've got you got some focus. That program that you're doing up there, I love that. It reminded me a lot, as I told you years ago when I was in the prison thing and dealt with Dr. Land, who was with Polaroid Corporation, and they took prisoners out of prison and put them right into work. Man, he don't fool around, and it was a wonderful, one of the best programs going.
What a great idea!
Well, oh yeah, because I was blessed from where I live and where I grew up. I happen to know some people who, that we're really social entrepreneurs.
Right.
Mrs. Spiegel Catalog. I mean, they helped. Most of my schooling came from while I was in prison because of the Spiegel dedication to doing stuff, and which started the Boston University program, which we talk about with Bobby and stuff like that. All of these programs work very, very well and take people who maybe a bit damaged like father, and with my situation, obviously I ended up in prison. What we're looking at with children here, this is the age where you can change their whole life by giving them a career and setting them on a path that is wonderful.
Absolutely.
And again, this is our year of looking at stuff like that, from younger children to children the age that you have there.
But we also, I mean, from this program, we've looked at how can we expand the program even further, and we have gone, like I mentioned before earlier in the program, to students younger. So we try to instill at a young age that computers, aren't a mystery like they are to a lot of parents. But for the students who have an interest, they can start extremely young, and we have a program set up for them, and then they build into the A+ certification, and then we're trying to, with a little luck and with a little hope and some generous people, build the program even further.
Yeah, and I was just going to say that it slowed down a little bit. We're talking about the economic factors that are affecting everybody, okay? But we're not talking a lot of money, different than some programs that you do a lot, volunteerism, like you use volunteerism like we do.
Right.
So we're not talking an immense amount of money.
It's not a lot of money. On average, the cost to educate each of these students is between $3,000 and $5,000. With that money, the students receive, again, the 12-week, 72-hour training. They also receive a stipend. So every week that they come and they perform and they act as an employee, they do the work, they learn the information, they get paid, and then they also receive a refurbished computer at the end. We try to build into the program, again, a way of giving back. So if the students have an interest, we encourage them to volunteer beyond what they've done and refurbish some computers so that they can give back to their community or just to anyone who applies to the program through Global Harmony Institute to receive a computer. So we try to encourage it. The cost isn't very high. We're growing the program so the cost goes down. Normally, if a student would go out and pay for this kind of education, it'd be up in the up where, somewhere around $11,000.
$11,000, okay.
Right.
So you're talking 10 students for around $50,000. Or less.
Yes,
or less.
A lot less.
Yeah,
it would depend on the location.
Depending on the location,
yes,
and whatever you're doing. So you're really talking about you can do a fabulous, what I would consider a fabulous program for under $100,000.
Oh, absolutely.
And impact right. Well,
that would be marvelous.
That's $100,000. I mean, if you look at the school system, I mean that's not even one of the principal salaries, and I could put 10 or 20 students to work. I mean, see, the Republicans need me on that show because they was talking about our school system here. But you can really, for that kind of money, okay, you can really do a lot of work.
You could.
Okay, I mean.
And a way to cut that cost down is to get the facilities donated. Yes,
right?
And do some other in-kind programs to bring the cost down. So we have a method, and we'd be happy to share it with anyone who's interested in bringing the program. We would love to get the program in this area as well.
Yeah, we're really trying. We've looked at buildings, and we'll look at and stuff like that, because we have a double-sided thing that we're trying to look at. That if we had the building, which would be a care building for what we need. This is not the veterans program. For you listeners who talk to me, no, Father's talking about something different. We were looking at buildings, and in that building we were thinking about a couple of rooms that you could do the learning center in, and that is top on our mind, and we're looking at.